Good morning and welcome to a tour of December 28th, 2012. We have a lot of ground to cover today, so please climb aboard the Liberty Bus, find a seat, and we'll be on our way. Yesterday there was a lot of talk about Facebook shutting down people's accounts who were posting things about Sandy Hook, being staged, so on and so forth. Now, Facebook yields to pressure, reactivates political critics' accounts. So that's good news, and this shows that our opinion does count. Yesterday, after I heard that some accounts had been shut down, I posted a status asking for friends to tell me the names of gun-related Facebook pages so that I could like them and join them. So, and I'm sure there were people who went a lot further than that, made phone calls, wrote emails, so on and so forth. So let's stay on our high ground and insist that this is our country and we do have a right to free speech. LA gun buyback yields rocket launchers. Now, this article is interesting on its own. Frankly, I don't believe it. I'm not buying this gun buyback. They supposedly had one. Well, they had one in San Francisco and Oakland not long ago, just a few days ago, and they said that they bought back, I don't know, hundreds, thousands, whatever. I would like to trace the numbers of some of these weapons, and I'm wondering if they had been maybe taken in police, if they've been held for evidence, whatever. I don't really believe that these people are selling their guns back to the government. God help us if they are. Here are a couple for parents. FDA approves neurotoxic flu drugs for infants less than 1. And another article for parents. Better romantic partners make better parents. Study finds. I just think that's a great idea, makes a lot of sense, and I hope that you'll delve into it a little deeper because, as I said, we have a lot of stops to make today, so we won't spend a whole lot of time on any one thing, but you can. You can always find our links for all the articles that we focus on at pearlsofliberty.com, and they're also in the comments of the YouTube video section. This article on the cusp of ending Big Pharma. Now this article is about gene splicing, so the news is not as good as one might imagine. Gene splicing is, if you allow people to work with your genes, you certainly have to have tremendous trust in them, which very few of us do in the medical community at this time. There are other ways to repair your DNA. In fact, our naturopath tells us that if you juice hemp like you would juice wheatgrass and drink the juice, it repairs your DNA. So there's the alternative to pharma that I would go for if I had issues with my DNA. And there are so many natural cures. News specifics. Fed members gave their own banks $4 trillion during the bailout. I put up this article because the banker bailout in 2008 was possibly the most significant single incident that contributed to my becoming aware of the banksters and how they've taken over our country and do pretty much whatever they please. So this article comes highly recommended by me. In case you did not know, George H.W. Bush is in intensive care in a hospital in, I forget if it's Houston or Dallas. And some people think that he's dying, so anyway, pray for his soul, and we always want to extend forgiveness, but we might we might be delivered from the influence of this man at some point in the not too distant future. Change is on the horizon. Saint Germain's World Trust, important. I'm taking this article on Nasara with a grain of salt. I would like to believe it. It's an interesting read. And you know what? It could even be true. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Well, not soon enough for any of us. We all want to know right now, right? We want to see those RVs pop. But stay tuned. The science behind good vibes, how mindfulness actually works. I won't dwell on this. It's an interesting article. I chose it as an introduction to this article, which I mentioned yesterday and said that I would try to find. The Biology of Belief. And this is Time Magazine, February 2009. This is a remarkable article, and I highly recommend it. If you are a person of faith, you will find it very encouraging. And how better can we be grounded than to be in contact and be connected with our Creator? I hope you are connected with your Creator. Thank you for joining me for today's tour, which is a production of She Who Will Walk in the Dark. And I hope that you are encouraged by this news, and I hope that nothing makes you afraid, because the dawn is coming. Take care.